Zorn's Dungeon is the first role-playing game to be played through the YouTube live stream chat. You're not just watching the game anymore, your character is involved in the action. Spawn a level 0 character, throw them into the blood cage, and watch them fight for their lives. Death is permanent, but survivors can reach level 1 for even greater adventure as the game develops. Here's how to play in under 5 minutes. Step 1. Spawn your character. To play, just type bang spawn, that's ! spawn, in the YouTube live stream chat anytime Zorn's Dungeon is being played live. The game instantly rolls a level 0 character with 3d6 stats straight down the line. There's also a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a random demi-human. Your starting HP determines your destiny. Low health means wizards and thieves, while high health means you get to be a fighter, paladin, or barbarian. Every character's linked to your YouTube username, so you know which is yours, and we know who's playing. Each character also gets a unique ID or dog tag. You can also see which characters belong to rare professions or have particularly exceptional stats. Remember, level 0 is brutal, so spawn multiple characters to have backups ready. But be aware there's a 30-second global cooldown on the bang spawn command. If you don't get in on your first try, just try again. The chatbot will confirm what characters are created in the live stream chat. Step 2. The draft. Newly spawned characters enter the tavern. The only way out for a level 0 character is to be drafted into a 12-person party for the blood cage. When it's time to assemble a party, the system drafts in this priority. 1. Super VIPs, which the Game Master reserves for special guests or situations. 2. VIPs. Channel members get free VIP status once a month, and anyone can send in super chats to make one of their characters a VIP. Super chats with a specific dog tag attached guarantee that character will receive VIP status. Otherwise, the system will choose one of your characters at random. Gifting memberships also gets you and the person gifted a VIP character. 3. Active chatters. If you've commented in the live stream chat within the last hour, you get priority right behind VIPs. So if you're watching, participate in the chat to make it more likely that your character will get in on the fight. 4. The general pool. If there are still draft spaces left, then they're open to anyone else in the tavern. Yes, even if you're offline, your tavern characters are at risk and may be drafted. Note that the draft prioritizes having as many different players as possible in the party, so you usually won't have 2 of your own characters in the same cage. Step 3. Into the blood cage. Once the party forms, the doors open, monsters spawn, and the auto battle begins. You get to sit back and watch the bloody drama unfold. As the cage takes damage and the blood bar fills, Zorn might intervene. At 33% health loss, he might order his goblin archers to loose a volley into the heroes, or later drop a gore strider behind your lines if you're having too easy a time. And for the crunch lovers, combat, movement, spells, and all other rules are handled by the Hacked Edge game system, our custom rule set based on old school essentials. Step 4. Triage and leveling. When the dust settles, surviving PCs are hauled up to the winch room. If a character was knocked unconscious, they only survive if they have teammates still standing at the end. Otherwise, the monsters put them to the sword. Survivors earn a blood drop next to their name to indicate they lived through the ordeal. Once in the winch room, goblin medics attempt to heal individual wounds, restoring 1 HP per wound per success. Then the fairy checks HP. Anyone with enough HP to reach level 1 gets promoted, receives their class, and gets a free, full restoration of HP and spells. This is the only free magical healing in the game. Level 1 characters also earn the right to have a name. Type bang name dog tag new name in the chat to name them, or rename them on zornsdungeon.com. Step 5. Rest and return. Finally, characters are sorted to their next location. First, all dead characters are sent to the graveyard. It's their final resting place. Those characters who are still wounded are sent to the infirmary. There, wounds and spells heal in real time according to the Hacked Edge rules, meaning severe injuries may take several actual 24-hour days to recover. To keep playing, bang spawn more characters to have them ready to go. Healthy characters are sent to the stable to safely rest. They have earned their reprieve. Want to send a character back into the action and perhaps earn a second blood drop? Just move the character you want from the stable back to the tavern. You can do this at zornsdungeon.com or by typing bang T for tavern plus the dog tag of the character you want to move in the chat. You can check rosters, locations, and all of our leaderboards, tracking boss kills, maximum damage, highest XP, anytime at zornsdungeon.com/tavern. Alright, that's all you need to know to get playing Zorn's Dungeon on the live stream. Get your bang spawn ready, and we'll see you in the cage. Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Zorn's Dungeon. I am so glad to be back. I am so glad that you are here. Welcome to the game. I'm Heath. I'm going to be your game master tonight, and also your master of ceremonies through everything that Zorn does tonight. So welcome. I do want to apologize again and figure out and tell you how we're going to have to be moving forward right here. So that's the last 2 weeks in a row that I've missed Monday, just because I was not able to do it. And it looks like going forward, at least through October, that the schedule is going to have to be Tuesday through Friday. When I first started this game, I did not work during the day on Sunday, and I did not play Zorn's Dungeon on Sunday. So I had at least one full day when I was both not at work and not playing Zorn's Dungeon, which was really helpful to do a lot of things, like especially life things, but also deal with things with the game, but also especially life. But for the last 2 weekends, I am working on Sundays, and that looks like that will be my schedule through at least the end of October. So I will be working all day on Sunday, which if I tried to work on Sunday and then play on Monday night, that meant that there was no day when I was doing neither work nor Zorn's Dungeon. And as it turns out, that's just not possible for me. I am sorry about that. So I need at least one day during the week when I do neither of those things. So that it looks like it's going to be Monday through at least October. I work at a winery, and one guy, his father had a stroke, so he has not been able to go in. So I've been covering for him. And then we were about to go into a pumpkin patch train, which is neither here or there for you. Just letting you know that, as it turns out, the schedule that I was operating under when I started the game has shifted in my life. So it looks like we'll be playing Tuesday through Friday through the rest of October. Okay. Hopefully it changes. Hopefully things get better, but it just looks like I need one day in life when I'm neither at work nor on Zorn's Dungeon. And so that, as the schedule has changed, that's got to be Monday now. So I'm sorry about that, but I tried to make it happen, but that's 2 weeks in a row where it just has not been possible because of a change in schedule. So I'm sorry. So Zorn's Dungeon, Tuesday through Friday now. Tuesday through Friday. For the next at least few weeks, couple of months, we will see. But just keep it real as far as what the expectation is. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Okay, so it is time to play. I am really happy about being here tonight. Let's go ahead and put the tavern up. We got 15 people watching. We have 9 likes on the stream. Let's see. We have 9 likes on the stream. If you are here and you would like to play, hit exclamation point spawn. That's bang spawn. Please hit bang spawn. Then you'll get to play. But if you don't want to play, okay, you're going to watch for a while, you're new here, that's no problem at all. But then please do hit at least like on the stream. Hit like down below, because if we get to 25 likes, then everybody in the tavern gets +1 hit point. And if you watch this game before, +1 temporary hit point. And if you watch this game before, you know that everybody who is in this game needs as many hit points as possible. So please, even if you are just watching, hit the like button. You can help everybody outplay. Let's see. Okay. I see people have been talking a lot in the chat. I'm scrolling through the chat a little bit right here. Is there something I need to address? If there's something specific that I need to talk about. Oh, Sable Phoenix went in $6 for a super chat. Thank you very much. 662J. Oh, there we go. Cedric Blackhand being VIP. Yeah, VIP going in, and then also getting +2 temporary hit points. Thank you very much, Sable. Hey, Daniel, welcome. Oh, there's been a lot.
Yeah, well, that's true. We did reduce combat latency. That was a big thing. That was the big thing last week. I tried a lot of that. So I'm glad. We'll try that again. I think it was the last time we tried to really improve latency on the game, and I think that's very important because we had a long discussion about the initiative system, and but at the end of the day, I think the issue was latency. I would prefer you to be able to change your character's order real time and use our existing initiative system than do something like, hey, we have to stop in between every round and give you 45 seconds or 60 seconds to give one order that's, I like the system better, and especially if we're able to reduce latency. So I believe we tried that for the first time last time on Friday, so that's a new thing. Let's see. Man, okay, lots of stuff here, lots of chat. I'm still just scrolling. There's a lot of chat going on. I'm scrolling by. I'm about to come down to the end of it. If there's something else I need to address, please let me know, and then I will address it. Because if I'm scrolling through here, if I miss something that. Did I not start the stream? I started the stream. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Sable Phoenix says, for some reason, the live stream doesn't start automatically for me anymore. I have to reload the YouTube page. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. All right. I'm looking through here. Okay, lots of stuff here. Okay. All right. Well, okay. If I have missed something, please do put it in the chat. I think I'm down through the comments. There was a lot of stuff going on. If I've missed something, please let me know. I think we're caught up. I think it's time to play. Let's go ahead and play. So let's see. We've got Ben has Sir Marius, Man at Arms as a VIP in. Sable Phoenix has Cedric Blackhand. Then we have present but not fought. Let's see, 13, Charles, Brent, Mauricio, Echo, Daniel, Dave, SKD, Mrs. Dave, Swanzo, Kyle, the Vulgar Unicorn, Brianna Reynolds, Courtney. So here we go. All right, let's go ahead and go into it. We got 16 likes. Thank you. All right, let's go to the holding cell. Holding cell, draft priority. VIPs will go in first. Then anyone who is new to the cage, if you are new here, and you haven't fought yet, hit bang spawn and you will go in. I mean, you will have the opportunity to play. Please come on in. Then everybody who is present but not yet fought, presence is defined within being within the chat within the last 35 minutes. Longest wait will go first. And then everybody who has fought, those who have fought fewer times will be ahead of everybody who has fought more times. That's basically it. But channel members, if you are a channel member, then you can expend one of your priority circles once a month if you're a warrior of the Geekverse, twice if you're a knight of the Geekverse. If there are multiple people ahead of you and you could jump ahead of them, the system does that for you. So channel members do get priority in their draft. Let's draft. Ben, Man at Arms, Sir Marius, level 1 Knight. Sable Phoenix, Cedric Blackhand, level 1 Paladin. Brent, a Bloodshot Halfling Farmer, level 0. Dave, Lloyd, level 0 Fighter. Echo, Lady My Ballsick. Okay, all right, we know about that one. Mauricio, a Feverish Torchbearer, is in. Charles, a Forsworn Bandit. Daniel Zachary Newbearer, level 1 Fighter. Courtney, Ben the Builder, you are in. Brianna, an Unrefined Man at Arms. The Vulgar Unicorn, an Awkward Halfling Farmer. Mrs. Dave, a Hesitant Squire. Okay, so we've got people who are in. Sable Phoenix's Cedric Blackhand is an MVP from August 4th, and also is the victor of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different blood drops. Then we also have 7 different cages, so it has 7 blood drops. Dave, we have 2 VIPs. Is there only? No, we have 3 VIPs. We have 3 VIPs in this cage. That's pretty huge. Dave No F's 1, 2, 3, 4. Victor of 4 blood cages. MVP from August 18th. This is Lloyd. Nice job. But then also Daniel Zachary Newbearer. You are also a cage MVP with 1 blood drop from August 6th. Oh, excuse me. The blood drop was from August 6th. The MVP is from, can I get it? 18th. Oh, Sable Phoenix has buffed Cedric Blackhand, +1 damage and +1 saves. We're going to fight in about 40 seconds. If you would like to buff your characters through Super Chat, the first $1.99 is +2 HP. The next $1.99 is +1 damage. And the next $1.99 is +2 saves. Sable Phoenix, Sable Blackhand, Cedric Blackhand, survival chance 76% chance. Ben 82% chance. Bloodshot Halfling Farmer 64. Dave 53% chance. Lady Mai 82% chance. Very nice. Unrefined Man at Arms 76% chance. Mrs. Dave, a Hesitant Squire, 91% chance. So we're 50-50. Oh, we're 50-50 on this one. We have 12 people going in. We have 6 level 0 characters, 6 level 1 characters. Oh, and Daniel just buffed Zachary Newbearer. So Daniel has come in, buffed Zachary Newbearer right here. So thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you very much, Daniel. Daniel has buffed Zachary. He now has all of his buffs, +2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and then also +2 saving throws. Total HP 58 HP, average HP 5. All right, okay. So I mean, looking pretty good right here. I think that's it. So I think it's time to go and fight. There was something else I was going to say, but I forget what it was. Oh, I was going to say that you do not have to be in the holding cell in order to buff someone. That's not true. If you want to give a gift to someone, you can give in a super chat and then put in their dog tags, which the dog tag is shown up right here. Wait a minute. Is Echo's dog tag Anne? Echo has a dog tag named Anne. Ha! That's pretty cool. ANNE. Okay, but ordinarily the dog, that's a reason to have somebody's character exist, continue right there, because the dog tag is Anne. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying is if you want to like give somebody a gift or something like that, you can do the super chat and just super chat with the dog tag of the character that you're in. I was asked about that on YouTube comments and things like that. And you do not have to be in the cage in order to send in a super chat. If you want to gift somebody a buff, just send in the super chat, and in the super chat put their dog tag in, and then that person will get the chat. Oh, Echo says, funny enough, that's my partner's name. Well, that is pretty cool. There was somebody else who had a really cool dog tag, but I guess I didn't see it or something like that. But people were talking about it in there. So good dog tags are also a reason to love the characters. Okay. All right. Let's go into the blood cage. Here we go. Blood cage. Combat commands. You do not have to give a combat command to anybody if you do not want to. They will fight. Your characters will fight with balanced offense, defense, and movement. Even if you do not type anything, but you can type the following things. Bang AOA. That is an all-out attack. Bang AOA. Increases your attack power. Shields and dodges will be useless. Shields and dodges useless. AOA still respects engagement lock if you are engaged, and also zone of control of your foes. Optionally, you may add coordinates with the space to move to that location first. If a monster is standing in that square, it becomes the target. Okay, so e.g., bang AOA D4. If there's a monster in D4, you are declaring your attack on the monster in D4. If there is none, you are declaring to move to that location first. Bang M is move. Moves your character to the coordinates and persists, and that command persists until you arrive at those coordinates, even over multiple turns. The character still gets its action as normal each turn. Bang coordinates must be bang M must be followed by coordinates like bang M space D4. AOD is all-out defense, sacrifices movement and attacks for additional defense. Bang hold the line. Characters will not move, but will attack monsters in range. If no action is taken and the character is later attacked, you will be treated as if you are on bang AOD. Bang run. That's retreat. That improves your chances of breaking an enemy's engagement lock if you are in melee. If the break fails, you will defend as if you were on AOD, and you will try to run again next turn. Optionally, you may add coordinates to attempt to retreat toward that square. Bang fight. That makes you fight as default. Cancels all previous orders and returns your character to autoplay mode. Optionally, you may add coordinates to it, in which case your character will move to that location if the square is empty, or will attack the monster on that square until it is dead. Your character will accept the last order given. So you can send multiple orders if the situation changes, which I really like, and then your character will execute that order at the start of its turn. All right, let's go. I need to reset here. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, front line right here. Echo, Lady Mai, front line. Sable Phoenix, Cedric Blackhand. Ben, Man-at-Arms. All right, Man-at-Arms, Sir Marius, front line. Mrs. Dave, a hesitant squire. We are now accepting combat commands. You can put them in. Let's see. Courtney, Ben the Builder, second line. Dave, Lloyd, second line. Lots of fighter types here. Daniel, Zachary Newbearer, second line. Brianna, an unrefined man-at-arms, second line. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. We are lapping around to the third line with fighter types. Mauricio, a feverish torchbearer, third line right there. Vulgar Unicorn, an awkward halfling farmer, third line. Charles, a forsworn badnet, third line. Brent, a bloodshot halfling farmer, third line. Okay. All right. We got 14 monsters, but 3 of them are white apes. Here's to all of you. All right. Let's see what happens. I mean, lots of fighter type, no casters. We have no casters. Let's start the fight. Here we go. Goblin targets hesitant squire. Goblin number 3, critical hit with the helm cracks and sheds. Major hit, but the squire's half helm sheds, and no actual physical injury taken right there. White ape now looking at Cedric Blackhand. White ape throws at Cedric. Cedric Blackhand takes 3 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 1 taken as injury. Cave Imp targets Cedric Blackhand, trying to come across from all the way downtown. Cave Imp targets Sir Man-at-Arms, Sir Marius. Deflected. Nice job. Nice job. Marius, this has been deflects the Cave Imp number 2's attack. Nice job. Man-at-Arms, Sir Marius goes AOA to F3. Can he get there? Is he stuck with the zone of control? He is stuck with some zone of control for some bad guys. Has to go to Cave Imp instead. 9 points of damage to Cave Imp number 1. Sir Marius, the Man-at-Arms, Sir Marius, this has been, puts down Cave Imp number 1. Cave Imp targets Man-at-Arms, now coming in. Cave Imp goes into Sir Marius, 2 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury, 1 minor slashing wound. Vulgar Unicorn going AOA. Vulgar Unicorn, awkward female farmer, goes into Cave Imp. Nice job. 9 points of damage. Very nice job with a short spear. Goes into Cave Imp. Okay, White Ape. Now, targets. Okay, Man-at-Arms, Sir Marius, probably going to throw into him. Going to throw with a boulder. 2 points of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. Lloyd targets Cave Imp. Lloyd targets Cave Imp, 7 points of damage. Lloyd puts down Cave Imp number 3, -5 HP. Very nicely done, Lloyd. Nicely done, Lloyd. Goblin moves toward Sir Marius. 4 points of damage, moderate piercing wound. Man-at-Arms, Sir Marius is put down. Oh, Sable Phoenix just gifted a membership to Ben. But Ben just fell. Ben just fell. F in the chat for Sir Marius. But Sable Phoenix also just gifted him a membership. So thank you very much, Sable Phoenix. Ben, you can now have up to 4 characters active at a time. So bang spawn new characters. Just had one loss. Hit bang spawn for new characters. And plus you have the priority once a month. Goblin priority in the draft. Goblin number 2 comes into the awkward halfling farmer. That did not sound good. 7 points of damage, 2 taking his injury, 5 taking his injury. The vulgar unicorn awkward halfling farmer goes down. I am sorry. Zachary Newbearer comes up to Goblin number 2. This is Daniel. 2 points of damage. Needed one more on that. Really needed one more of that. But we've got 10 PCs to 11 monsters. But there are still 3 white apes. We've got Goblin 1 coming down to Lloyd. Half step. Lloyd takes a strike, but it barely passes him by. Nice job. Nice job. Unrefined Man-at-Arms. This is Brianna goes fight. Is on the hunt for Goblin number 3. 2 points of damage right there. 10 PCs to 11 monsters. Cave Imp targets Cedric Blackhand. Okay, Cave Imp targets Cedric. This is Sable Phoenix. 1 point minor slashing wound. White Ape moves toward Lloyd. Probably going to throw. Yes, White Ape throws a boulder at Lloyd. Lloyd drives forward into the blow to dampen it. No wound. Looks like just some stamina taken, I believe that was. Goblin. Now, Goblin targets Lloyd. Goblin 4 comes in on Lloyd's flank. Critical hit straight to the chest. Lloyd, oh my God, 9 points of damage. Grievous piercing wound. Dave, Goblin 4 has put down Lloyd. Oh my God, F in the chat for Lloyd. F in the chat for Lloyd. Lloyd, level 1 fighter, has fallen. Dave, MVP of the cage, plus veteran of 4 times in the blood cage. Lloyd has fallen from a 9-point grievous wound. We've got 9 PCs to 11 monsters now. Goblin moves toward Lady Mai. Goblin stabs at Lady Mai. 1 point of damage only. Okay, Forsworn Bandit goes AOA, looking for an AOA. Okay, coming up to this goblin, may go into another goblin over here, into goblin number 2, 6 points of damage with a club. Forsworn Bandit goes into goblin number 2. Ben the Builder going into Cave Imp number 4. 10 points of damage into Cave Imp's flank with a dagger. Comes into the Cave Imp's flank with a dagger. Cave Imp goes down permanently. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is incoming. Lady Mai accepts a hold order. Okay, so should be able to attack. Yes, goes hold, but can go into Goblin number 5. 2 points of damage. Goblin number 5 left at 1 hit point. We are 9 PCs to 9 monsters. We still haven't even approached the threshold of the Arrow Storm yet. Slimeling now comes up to Charles, a Forsworn Bandit. Hesitant Squire goes AOA. This is Mrs. Dave. Going to go, yes, into the goblin that Mrs. Dave is locked in combat with. 5 points of damage, puts down goblin number 3. Arrow Storm, there we go. Zorn looses the volley, but it's only 3 arrows. Forsworn Bandit, Charles. 1 point of damage, minor piercing wound. Oh, but Forsworn Bandit Charles is still up. Should be down, but they are not. Charles is still up. Unrefined Man-at-Arms, Brianna Reynolds, takes 2 points of damage, a minor piercing wound. Hesitant Squire raises the shield in time. Arrow buries itself in the shield's face. There is no damage. We are now 9 PCs to 8 monsters. Okay, now it's time for the PCs to turn this. Bloodshot Halfling is moving toward this goblin right here. Put him down. Critical hit. 6 points of damage. Major piercing wound. Bloodshot Halfling Farmer puts down goblin number 1. Nice job. Feverish Torchbearer goes AOA. Where is he going? He's going to look for a target. He wants the white ape. Is he going to be able to get there? Yes, he can get there. Let's see. White ape, 8 points of damage. Feverish Torchbearer, white ape. Daniel says it shows the status effect. It shows status effect, their status sheet before the arrow hits. Okay, I will look at that. Oh, with the Arrow Storm? Okay, I will look at that. Cedric Blackhand, Sable Phoenix goes to MD6, getting stuck in down there. Very nice. Cedric Blackhand comes in and puts 5 point damage on goblin number 4. Nice job, Cedric Blackhand. Very nice move, Sable. Round number 2, initiative deck reshuffles. Goblin Zachary Newbear comes into goblin number 6, gores him for 7 points of damage with a dagger. Goblin number 6 drops. The light fades from the goblin's eyes. Fort Gullis. Oh, Ratkin Gore Strider with Ratkin Gore Child coming in behind. Okay. Ratkin Gore Strider moves to the Hesitant Squire. In the flank, this is Mrs. Dave. 4 points of damage, moderate slashing wound. Now, Ratkin Gore Child, looking at also Mrs. Dave, comes in on the Hesitant Squire's flank. 3 points of damage, moderate slashing wound. Oh, F in the chat for Mrs. Dave, a Hesitant Squire. Mrs. Dave has perished. It is 8 PCs to 6 monsters, though. A Feverish Torchbearer. This is Mauricio. Moves toward White Ape. White Ape cut for 5 points of damage. Major slashing wound, rather, with a dagger. Nice job. Now it's the White Ape's turn to return that attack to Mauricio. 4 points of damage. Moderate bludgeoning wound. Oh, Mauricio drops. Down but not dead. Down but not dead. Laying on the floor. Can we get Mauricio out of there? Forsworn Bandit. Okay, Lady Mai. Now, Lady Mai goes AOA to B4. Let's see about that. Lady Mai goes into Goblin 5. 8 points of damage. Goblin's legs buckle, and it's over. Lady Mai puts down Goblin number 4. So we are now 7 PCs to 5 monsters. One of our PCs is laying on the floor. Cedric Blackhand goes AOA, moving AOA to A5, goes into Ratkin Gore Strider like he should do. 9 points of damage. Very nicely done, Cedric Blackhand of Sable. Warhammer goes with the piercing end of the Warhammer into the Ratkin Gore Strider. Put him down. Nice job. 7 PCs to 4 monsters. Ben the Builder comes around to Ratkin Gore Child. Ben the Builder closes with the Ratkin Gore Child, slashes him for 5 points of damage, and puts down Ratkin Gorechild. Very nice. Brianna's going AOA to H5. Let's see what that is. Oh, looking at the ape over there. Yeah, it looks like you can get there. Okay, nice job, Brianna. Zones of control not up. 8 points of damage with a short spear. Brianna, unrefined man-at-arms, comes up to white ape and puts the short spear through the white ape and it kills it. Nice job. Nice job. Bloodshot halfling. This is Brent going on AOA into white ape. Underdog. We are attacking Brent coming into white ape. 3 points of damage. But that's all that it takes. That's all that it takes. Death claims the white ape. Slimeling targets Forsworn Bandit. 4 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Oh no, Charles. So Charles' Forsworn Bandit has perished. Hit bang spawn again. Bang spawn again. Round number 3. The initiative deck is now reshuffled. Brent is going on an AOA. Probably going to target this Slimeling right beside him. Yes. Bloodshot Farmer. Brent goes into Slimeling. 6 points of damage. 2 resisted. 4 taken as injury. Fell-handed. Nice job, Brent. Victory. 6 souls walk out alive. 1 is hauled out unconscious. Very nicely done. The crowd roars for the living. $12 XP each. Oh, I saw 12. 203 coppers thrown. Cedric Blackhand, Sable Phoenix, 53. Bloodshot Halfling Farmer, 39. Ben the Builder, 34. Unrefined Man-at-Arms, 29. Zachary Newbearer, this is Daniel, 25. Lady Mai, 23, for a total of 203 coppers thrown. Nothing to buy with it right now, but we're putting a little jingle in your pocket based on how well you play. All right, let's go to the winch room. Oh, yeah, if you're not here, you do get money. There's nothing to buy with it right now, but the better you actually play, the more coppers the crowd will throw to you. Yes. So later we'll have things for you to buy if you want to, become a missileer, you want to buy a missile weapon for your character, you want to buy a different, okay, that's coming. But right now, you're getting some coins. Let's deploy the Goblin Medics. Cedric Blackhand, Sable Phoenix, Goblin Medics, +1 HP. Goblin Medics 10 to wound, no effect. Oh, not much going on. Let's go to promotions. Who gets promoted? Okay. Bloodshot Halfling Farmer, Halfling, level 1. A Feverish Torchbearer, Mauricio, Fighter, level 1. Nice job. Both of you made it. Echo wants a Holy Avenger. Okay, we'll wait on that. Brianna, level 1 Knight. All right, sort and dismiss. We got 18 characters in the infirmary right here. But remember, if you come through and you're level 1 or higher and you're wounded, you go to the infirmary. But if you are not wounded, then you go to the stable. And I was looking for some of the commands because I saw people issuing these commands, and I was going to bring it up on screen. Oh, like Sable Phoenix did right here. Remember that once you make it through to the stable, after you fought your way through the blood cage, you end up in the stable. You will not be drafted to fight when you're in the stable. You will not be drafted to fight when you're in the stable. If you want your characters to fight, then hit this command, bang T all, bang T space all, bang T space all, just like Sable Phoenix did, and that will move your characters from the stable back to the tavern so they are available to fight. You can do the opposite. You can go bang S space all, and that will move your characters from the tavern to the stable. Remember that level 0 characters cannot be moved out of the stable. The only way a level 0 character can get out of the stable is to fight in the blood cage, and the system will enforce that. So if you go bang S space all, and you have a certain number of level 0 characters, don't worry, they will stay. If you want greater control over the characters, how your characters move, then log into zornsdungeon.com. Log into zornsdungeon.com, and you'll be able to see all of your characters if you log in with the exact same YouTube login information or Google log information and YouTube channel as you're playing with. All of your channels will, all of your characters will pop up, and you can move them around as you like. Okay. Let's go back to the taverns. How are we doing here? Ben, an obstinate merchant's guard. You have been VIP'd. Let's see. We got 18 likes on the stream. Not Thomas is here, also VIP'd. The Unbroken. Not Thomas is here. Banana Gun is new in the tavern. Banana Gun has 2 heroes. We will draft one of those heroes. We have 5 people who have fought 0 times: SK, D-Fish, Kyle, Swanzo, Brad, and John. So it looks like you're going to be in 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we will pick from some of the people who are present but fought 1 time. Okay. Yes, absolutely. As Sable says, welcome, Banana Gun. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're going to be in this next fight. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll do the Gifts of the Fairy after this. We'll do it after this one. Let's go ahead and fight again. So, draft priority. There are no super VIPs. Those are at my discretion. VIPs, some people will put in VIPs through Super Chat, or if you log into zornsdungeon.com, you will get enough iron coins to do a free VIP. If you would like, if you are new to the cage, if you have never fought, you will be ahead of everybody but the VIPs. After that, present, but who have not yet fought, and presence is defined within having spoken in the chat within the last 35 minutes. If you are present, that means that you have said something in the chat within the last 35 minutes. And then after that, everybody who is present but fought a certain number of times. If you fought 2 times, for instance, you'll be behind everybody who has fought 1 time, for instance. And also channel members, if you were a channel member after we get through the new to the cage. If there are multiple people, for instance, if there are 14 people who are present but not yet fought, and you're a channel member, you have priority once a month. The Warriors, the Geekverse get priority once a month. The Knights, the Geekverse get priority 2 times a month. So it's not constant priority. But if you are a channel member, you get to have more characters who are active. And then also you get priority a couple of times so that you will fight first. All right, let's draft. Dave, an obstinate merchant's guard, level 0, you are in. Not Thomas, the Unbroken, level 1 knight, you are in. Banana Gun, an unassuming town watchman, level 0, you are in. Kyle, Zornbane, level 1 knight, who happens to be well-starred. Well-starred, that means he's in the top 12% of total ability scores. John, brother Steven, level 1 cleric. Oh my God, Brad Henry Meat Shield is in here. We have got to get Brad Henry's Meat Shield out of here. Look at this. Brad Henry is, well, first of all, a channel member. So this is Brad Henry is a channel member. So thank you very much, Brad, for being a channel member. But but this particular character, Meat Shield, is number 1 in Fell-Handed, number 2 in best defenses, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 VIPs with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blood drops. You get a blood drop for every blood cage you've been through. So Meat Shield, the level 1 paladin, Brad Henry, we got to get him out of there. We have got to get him out of there. SKD Fish, you are in with a limping halfling burglar's apprentice, level 0, uncommon but well-starred. Swanzo, the dwarf, level 1 is in. Courtney, Ben the Builder is back, level 1 fighter. Brent, not in deface, also a MVP, is in. Oh, Daniel Donner just put JF. Let me see about this. JF. Gave a buff to JFGC3. This is Meat Shield, the level 1 paladin. Thank you very much, Brad. So thank you very much. No, that was That was Daniel. That was Daniel who buffed Brad's character. Thank you very much, Daniel. Daniel wants to see Meat Shield get through. So thank you very much. Let's see. We're fighting about 12 seconds right here. Let's see. We got, not Thomas, 92% chance to survive. We only have, whoa, look at that. This might be our most experienced cage yet. This might actually be our most experienced cage. We have 3 level 0 characters and 9 level 1 characters. We have an average level of 0.8. I didn't realize that at the beginning. We have a total HP of 68. We have average HP of 6. This is a very experienced cage. So yes, Gargles, the blind beholder oddsmaker, says everybody's making it through. Not Thomas, 92%. James, 72. Kyle, Zornbane's 83. Swanzo, 77. Okay, so I mean, all right. So very, very experienced cage. Very, very experienced cage. Let's go fight it and see how it goes. Let's fight it and see how it goes. Combat operations. You do not have to enter combat commands. Your character will auto fight with balanced offense, defense, and movement. But if you prefer, hit, bang, AOA. That is all out attack. That increases your attack power. Your shields and dodge, however, will be useless. AOA still respects engagement lock and also enemy zones of control. Optionally, you may add coordinates to move to that location first, but if a monster is standing in that square, it becomes the target. For instance, if you hit bang AOA, you're going on all-out attack. If you hit bang AOA D4, you're going on all-out attack. If D4 is empty, you will move there. If D4 has a monster in it, you will attack that monster. Bang M is move. Move your character the coordinates, and that command will persist until your arrival at that location. Your character will still get its action as normal on that turn. Bang M space, and you're required to put in coordinates. Bang AOD is all-out defense. You will sacrifice movement and attacks for additional defense. Bang hold is hold the line. Characters will not move, but will attack monsters within range. And range includes spell casting and missile weapons. If no attack is taken and the character is later attacked, you will be treated as if you are on bang AOD for defense. Bang run is retreat. That increases your chance of breaking an enemy's engagement lock. If the break fails, you will defend as bang AOD and try to run again next turn. Optionally, you may add coordinates to attempt to run toward that square. Bang fight. That cancels all previous orders and returns you to autoplay mode. But optionally, you may add coordinates like bang fight space D4. Your character will move to that location if the square is empty, or attack the monster on that square until it is dead. You can send as many commands as you want to your character, but your character will accept the last command given to you. And it will be executed at the start of your turn, and then orders stand until you give a new one. Let's go. Whoa, I've got... All right, 12 PCs to 18 monsters. 18 monsters with 3 white apes. Swanzo, front line. Courtney, Ben the Builder, front line. Ben, an obstinate merchant's guard, front line. Kyle, Zornbane, front line. Not Thomas, the unbroken, second line. Banana Gun, an unassuming town watchman, second line. Brad Thomas, Meat Shield, second line. Yes, as Courtney found, we are now accepting combat orders. Characters are now on the map. We are accepting combat orders. The combat order will be accepted on your first turn, but we are now accepting combat orders. Brad, Meat Shield, second line. Mrs. Dave, Bernie Beardface, second line. That is 3 full lines of fighters. Okay, SKD Fish, Limping Halfling Burglar's Apprentice, third line. Brent, Not Into Face, third line. John, Brother Stephen, third line. Mauricio, this is Kurupira. I don't. Okay. So third line. All right. Here, everybody. Start the fight. Here we go. Not Into Face going in AOA. Not Into Face looking at an AOA. Elf trying to figure out who to attack. Let's see. Looking at White Ape. My Adderall fund. Thank you very much, Dave. Not into face is going an AOA against a White Ape in the background. 5 points of damage. Nice job. Thank you very much, Dave. 199 super chat. Very nice. So that was nice. The elf steps up, puts 5 points of damage against the White Ape. That was nice. White Ape is moving towards Swanzo. Goes to Swanzo, 4 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 2 taken as injury, 2 turned aside from stamina, 2 actually taken as injury. Goblin. Now, Goblin looking at Swanzo, coming up. 4 points of damage to Swanzo, moderate piercing wound. Kurapira is last stand. Swanzo goes into Goblin number 6. Oh, only 1 point of damage. Swanzo only put 1 point of damage. Kurapira is a folklore creature from Brazil, a forest garden. Okay, Kurapira. I just wasn't prepared to see that one. But thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Bernie into face puts down Goblin number 4. Goblin staggers, twitches, and falls. Goblin Runt targets Swanzo. Oh, no. Goblin Runt coming in. Swanzo angles his shield and rides the impact out. The fracture spreads. The guard holds. Lots of people wanted Swanzo right here. Unassuming town watchman. This is Banana Gun. Goes hold. So stays. Zornbane moves toward Goblin Runt in Goblin Runt flank. Critical straight to the chest. Goblin Runt takes 10 points of damage with the short spear. Zornbane puts down Goblin Runt. Very nice. Okay, Meat Shields going fight to D1. Steps up. Meat Shield comes into Goblin number 6. 3 points of damage. Moderate bludgeoning wound. Looks like we are doing everything we can to get out in front of Swanzo. 12 PCs are still up. 15 of 18 monsters. Cave Imp now going down to Bernie. Now, Bernie is down there kind of by himself, or by herself, Mrs. Dave. Takes the Cave Imp's attack. We need some help down there with Bernie. Hey, Tabletop Scholar. Gremlin targets Bernie Beardface. Yes, the Gremlin is coming down. Looks like, is that no? Yes, no, Gremlin. No, the Gremlin did not attack. Another Gremlin is coming down toward Bernie, but it's too far away. So the Gremlins are coming down and getting in his face, but not actually attacking. Kurapira, this is Mauricio, goes at M to A1. Going to be able to attack. Let's see. Going to be able to throw from way back there? Or throw from someplace? No, not going to be able to do it. There are way too many people in the way. Cave Imp now comes up to Zorn's Bane. Cave Imp deflected. Zorn Bane, that's Kyle, deflects Cave Imp number 1's attack. Okay, Goblin now targets Zorn Bane. Goblin number 5 comes into Zorn Bane on the flank. No damage, 1 stamina point spent only. Obstinate Merchant targets Gremlin. Okay, now got some support down there for Mrs. Dave. Impales Goblin number 1 with a short spear. Nice job. The Gremlin drops dead and blood pools beneath. Goblin now targets Ben the Builder. Goblin, retargets the Obstinate Man-at-Arms with a small shield, turns it aside. Her shield pays the price, 1 of 2 durability remaining. Okay, 12 PCs still up to 14 monsters. Limping Halfling, this is SKD Fish trying to get toward this Goblin right here, but not moving in. Too dangerous to move in. Ratkin Mongrel moves toward Meat Shield. Ratkin Mongrel moving toward, evaded. Nice job, Brad. Meat Shield evades the Ratkin Mongrel's attack. Evaded. Okay, 12 PCs to 14 monsters. We have a Gremlin that wants to try to get into Meat Shield. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it, or he might think it's too dangerous to go and stand right there. Let's see. Goblin now targets obstinate merchant. Now this goblin's moving in because he's gonna be able to make an attack. Makes an attack on Ben. Deflected. Deflected. Obstinate merchant's guard catches the strike clean. Shield does the work. 0 points of damage taken. Very nice. Still 12 PCs up. No one is down yet. Gremlin wants to get to Swanzo. Can the Gremlin get there? No, cannot. Okay, Not Thomas goes to a fight order. Going, where is he going? He's going down here to this goblin number 3. Puts 1 point of damage on the goblin, a minor slashing wound with the arming sword. Slimeling, now looking at Swanzo. Slimelings are slow. Doubt he's going to be able to get there. No, not going to be able to get there. Now, Goblin, this Goblin might. Goblin looking at Swanzo comes in to... Oh, Swanzo's wooden shield buckles and splits. Nothing is left to hide behind. Swanzo's shield is broken. If we want to get Swanzo out of there, we got to do a lot of killing fast. White 8 moves toward limping halfling burglar. White 8 throws at SKD Fish. Limping halfling burglar's apprentice weathers the blow on muscle and grit. No physical damage right there. Okay, Courtney goes fight. Looking at this goblin, right, Courtney goes fight. Ben the Builder into goblin number 3. 3 points of damage. Nice. The goblin expires on the cold stone. We still have not yet had a PC casualty. We have 12 PCs up to 13 monsters. Still 3 white apes, though. Looks like white ape is going to throw at Bernie. White ape throws at Bernie. Bernie Beardface absorbs the impact. 2 points of damage. Minor bludgeoning wound. Brother Steven targets Goblin. Goblin sustains 2 points of damage, minor bludgeoning wound. I like that you filled that slot right there. We needed that. Round 2, the initiative deck reshuffles. Goblin's looking at Meat Shield in Meat Shield's flank. Meat Shield has evaded. Nice job. Meat Shield ducks under the arc of the gremlin's jagged knife and no damage taken. Ratkin Mongrel now also coming up to Meat Shield. Meat Shield takes 1 stamina point of only. Goblin targets an obstinate merchant's guard. Deflected. Goblin number 2 comes into Ben. Obstinate merchant guard deflected. Epic defense. 3 defenses in a row. Not perfect. Three perfect defenses in a row. Nice job. Meat Shield going move to C1. Let's see. Meat Shield comes up to gremlin number 4. 4 points of damage. Moderate piercing wound. The gremlin staggers, twitches, and falls. White ape targets the unbroken. No, retargets Meat Shield. Is this white ape going to be able to throw? Does he have we thrown all of our boulders? No, he's able to come up. Oh, but he can't attack. He moved all the way up, though. Cave Imp now goes into Bernie. Bernie takes 3 points of damage, a moderate slashing wound. Unassuming Town Watchman goes M to D4. Goes into Ratkin Mongrel. Put him down, Banana Gun. Put him down, Banana Gun. Fish is critical. Nice job. 8 points of damage with a long spear. Ratkin Mongrel goes down, a tremendous piercing wound. $12 PCs still up. 11 monsters. Oh, no. Goblin number 1 goes into Swanzo. Swanzo takes 7 points of damage. Swanzo, you intercepted a lot of action points for the monsters this round. That was huge. You attracted a lot of attention. Swanzo perishes. F in the chat. We definitely need F in the chat for Swanzo. Swanzo took a lot of attention from the monsters this round. Swanzo took a lot of attention from the monsters, and if we make it out of this, it's probably because of Swanzo. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is incoming. We're now 11 PCs to 11 monsters. We have a gremlin looking at Bernie. Bernie opens with a slash, or is open with a slash, 2 points of damage. Oh, no! Oh, no! F in the chat. Bernie Beardface, Mrs. Dave, level 1 dwarf has perished. Level 1 dwarf has perished. Let's see, where are we now? Limping Halfling, SKD Fish, coming down to this gremlin right here with a dagger. Gremlin, 3 points of damage, moderate piercing wound. Limping Halfling, Burglar's Apprentice, SKD Fish puts down gremlin number 2. 10 PCs to 10 monsters. Now, looks like a white ape might get into action right here. We have a white ape coming into Meat Shield. Evaded! Oh my God, Brad Henry, Meat Shield, you evade white ape number 1, comes into Zornbane, deflected. Now is the time for the heroes to rally and cut down these white apes. White ape had no effect. Zornbane looking at Cave Imp right here, attacking Cave Imp, 6 points of damage, major piercing wound. Zornbane puts down Cave Imp number 1. 10 PCs to 9 monsters. The Unbroken, not Thomas, goes to a fight order. Wants to get down here to Cave Imp number 2. 3 points of damage. Nice job, not Thomas. Puts down Cave Imp number 2. The Cave Imp expires on the Cold Stone. Nice job. Curupia. Mauricio looking, yes, going to be able to shoot Acid Splash at White Ape number 2. 4 points of damage, moderate acid wound. Nice job, Mauricio. Put some damage on the White Ape. We got to take 4 arrows from the goblin archers that are atop the blood cage walls. Meat Shield turns aside 1 temporary HP burned, no physical damage. 1 temporary HP only. Banana Gun takes 3 damage, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. Curupia. Mauricio, 1 point of damage, minor piercing wound. Obstinate Merchant Guard, Ben, takes 1 point of damage. Okay, that could have been much worse. 10 PCs to 8 monsters. Okay, Goblin now coming up on Zornbane. Deflected! Zornbane deflects again. Very nice job. Deflected again. Not into face, going to a fight order. Probably going to come down at this going to shoot from there. Firebolt, 3 points of damage into Goblin number 1. Not into face, puts down Goblin number 1. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. The goblins are standing by the crane. Obstinate Merchant's Guard, Ben, targets Goblin. Goblin, 1 point. Oh, hey, son, we've had that happen quite a bit. Okay, 1 point damage to the Goblin. Needed more. Slimeling. Now, Slimeling is looking at Meat Shield. Slimeling comes in on Meat Shield's flank. Evaded! Meat Shield evades the attack from the Slimeling. Okay, White Ape targets the Unbroken, comes down. White Ape looking at Not Thomas, drives his shield into the strike. The boss takes the punishment. 1 of 2 durability is absorbed. Now, then only 1 point. The White Ape comes again, but for only 1 point of damage. We still have 3 White Apes up. Brother Steven, this is John, going into the Slimeling's flank. 1 point of damage on the Slimeling. Ben the Builder targets the White Ape, coming down into the White Ape. Put him down, Ben. Put him down with a dagger. 6 points of damage. The White Ape number 1 is put down by Ben the Builder. Nice job, Courtney, with a dagger. White Ape, put him down. 10 PCs to only 6 monsters. Gremlin now looking at Ben. Gremlin deflected. Ben deflects Gremlin number 3's attack. Round 3. The initiative deck is reshuffled. Obstinate Merchant's Guard. This is Ben Looking at goblin number 2, only 1 point of damage to the goblin. The goblin is still up. 10 PCs do 6 monsters. The Unbroken is now looking at white ape number 3. 7 points of damage, almost puts him down, cuts open the white ape, and he is bleeding. Portcullis, Ratkin Gorestrider with Ratkin Gorechild is coming in behind us. This isn't good. It is still 10-8 now. Ratkin Gorestrider comes into not into face for 4 points of damage, moderate slashing wound. We got to get not into face out of there. Ratkin Gorechild coming into Mauricio for 3 points of damage, moderate slashing wound. Kiropia is cut down instantly. I am sorry. Oh, Mauricio. I am sorry, Mauricio. F in the chat. Kiropia, level 1 mage, Mauricio, has fallen. I am sorry, Mauricio. Has fallen. Meat Shield goes fight to E1. Looking at white ape, wants to cut down this white ape. Nice job, Meat Shield. 4 points of damage. That is exactly what you needed. The white ape falls with a final thud. Very nice job, Brad. Fell-handed. 3 kills in a row. Put down a white ape. Very, very nice. Not into face. Now looking at Ratkin Gorechild coming. Oh no, Gorestrider. 4 points of damage on the Gorechild. Gremlin targets Ben the Builder. Gremlin coming into Ben. Ben takes 2 points of damage, minor slashing wound. Banana Gun goes AOD. Banana Gun goes AOD. Slimeling targets Brother Steven. Brother Steven suffers 1 point of damage, minor bludgeoning wound. Still at 4 of 5. We got 9 PCs to 7 monsters. White ape bleeds 1 damage and dies. Nice job. You opened him up. He was bleeding. He bled out right there. Nice job. Died from the bleeding wound that I forget who that was who delivered that to him. Goblin number 5, 2 points of damage, minor piercing wound. That might be the first time we've seen that, a weapon characteristic of bleeding that actually took somebody out. Zorn Bane goes to Goblin 5, puts some hurt on him. Then the Builder goes to a move to a G6, which goes into Gremlin number 3. Ben the Builder puts down Gremlin number 3, legs buckle, and it's over. Fell-handed. Nice job, Ben the Builder. 9 PCs to 5 monsters now. Limping Halfling Burglar's Apprentice. This is SKD Fish. Puts 3 points of damage with a dagger onto Goblin number 2. All right, Brother Steven, John, looking at the Slimeling that's right next to him, puts it down the Slimeling. Oh, only 1 point of damage, minor bludgeoning wound. Round 4. We are deep into this fight. The initiative deck reshuffles round 4. Meat Shield is going fight, so it's going to go into the Slimeling that's tough to put down. Brad is going into for 6 points of damage, 2 resisted, 4 taken as injury. Slimeling is put down. Slimeling drops dead, and not his blood, but his oozing slime. That's what drops beneath. Unbroken. AOA. Unbroken, not Thomas, is going on an AOA, coming up to Goblin number 5, wants to put it in the Goblin's flank. Critical strike, expert precision, 12 points of damage with an arming sword. Goblin number 5 drops. Light fades from the Goblin's eyes. Limping Halfling moves toward Ratkin Gorechild. Don't know if he's going to be able to get there or not. This is SKD Fish. No. Zornbane goes to Ratkin Gorechild. Crush him. Crush him. Oh, 3 point damage with a short spear, moderate piercing wound. We still have some more heroes to go. Actually, plenty more. Obstinate Merchant, this is Ben, goes toward Ratkin Gorechild. Only 1 point of damage. Short spear. The Rat King Gorechild is still up. Okay, unassuming town watchman. Let's see. Ratkin Gorechild once, not into face. Oh my God! 8 points of damage, a tremendous slashing wound. Oh my God! F in the chat, everyone. F in the chat. This is serious. F in the chat, not into face. Level 1 elf of Brent. Brent's level 1 elf, a MVP of the cage, and four blood drop character has fallen. I am sorry, Brent. I am sorry. Not into face has fallen. We are 8 PCs to 2 monsters. Ben the Builder is looking at this Ratkin Gorestrider. Ratkin Gorestrider, 4 points of damage. Ben the Builder puts Ratkin Gorestrider down. Brother Steven. Okay, put down Gorechild. Please put down this Gorechild. Brother Steven, the club comes in with a critical hit to put down Ratkin Gorechild. Grievous bludgeoning wound. He splatters the head of the Ratkin Gorechild. Okay, so victory. 8 souls walk out alive. 8. Well, I mean, this is not bad. 8 walk out alive. I mean, it was brutal, but 8 do walk out alive here. Blood Cage MVP. Oh, Brad Henry Meat Shield on a rampage. 4 kills and 4 perfect defenses. Brad Henry Meat Shield gets another MVP. Plus 13 XP to everybody who survived. Those who fell get 6 HP. Nice job. Crowd throws coppers. Ben the Builder, 59 coppers. The Unbroken, 33. Zornbane, 25. Limping Halfling Burglar, 15. I'm not reading them in the right order. Meat Shield, 34. Brother Steven, 29. Obstinate Merchant's Guard, 15. Unassuming Town Guard, 9. For 219 coppers thrown into the cage. Turn the winch. That was dearly bought. That was dearly bought. There was a lot of victors. Brother Steven, +1 temporary or +1 hit point. Ben the Builder, a little help right there. Zornbane, Kyle, little help right there. The Unbroken, little help. Okay, Goblin Medics, doing very well. Okay, who gets a promotion? Obstinate Merchant's Guard. Ben, level 1 fighter. You made it. And your wounds are washed away. Unassuming Town Watchman, Banana Gun, level 1 fighter. You got it. Banana Gun, level 1 fighter. Limping Halfling Burglar's Apprentice, SKD Fish, Halfling, level 1. Meat Shield and his friends go celebrate in the Wench Room. Go and celebrate. Go celebrate. Nice job with the MVP. Nice job with the MVP. Let's sort and dismiss. All right. Infirmary, we got, 22 people in the infirmary right now? 22 characters? The stable, remember, hit if you are new here, or actually if you're coming in, you've forgotten. Banana Gun likes that. Yes, there's the winch room that hauls you up, but then there's also the winch room where you can go and celebrate. Remember, if you got characters, we got 312 characters in the stable. You can hit bang T all, just like I'm showing you right now. If your characters make it through out of the blood cage alive, they will not be eligible to fight again because they've made it to the stable. So hit bang T all if you want to move them back to the tavern. Only characters in the tavern are eligible to fight. You can see right here, I just hit bang T all, and then it tells me that all of your characters moved to the stable. You can go the other way, bang S all, just like I'm showing right here. And if you want greater control over And there you go. So that moved all of my characters back to the stable. Remember, level 0 characters cannot move out of the tavern except by going through the blood cage. The system will enforce that. If you hit bang S space all, and you're like, wait, that wasn't all of my characters. Well, the level 0 characters have to stay. The system enforces that. If you log into zornsdungeon.com, you have much greater control over where your characters move. If you don't want to just like move them all or whatever, log into zornsdungeon.com. They're dropped down on each one of the characters, and you can move them exactly where you want them to go. Oh, by the way, just remember, people have been asking like, hey, I'm wounded. I'm in the tavern, but I want to go fight. Yeah, sometimes we have people who are wounded who want to go fight. If you log into zornsdungeon.com and you see your character in the infirmary, but you're like, no, I want that character to fight. He's going in right now. Log into zornsdungeon.com. It's your character. It's up to you. It's up to you. No problem. You can go into zornsdungeon.com, say this character's in the infirmary. Hey, he's going to the tavern so he can fight. It's your character. Your decision. You do not have to have them wait in the infirmary if you do not want them to. Your character, your decision. Let's see, we have 22 likes. That's what I'm seeing, 21 right here. But basically, who is here? Everybody, if you're here, remember, you need to type something in the blood cage. Not the blood cage. You need to type something in the chat so that the system knows that you are here, so that you will be eligible to fight. So if you are here and you've got characters in the tavern, you still need to say like, hey, exactly. SKD Fish says, hey, I'm here. Right. So the system knows that you're here because you drop off. Hey, you drop off being present every 35 minutes. So you need to say something every 35 minutes. And if you have not created a character yet, hit the exclamation point spawn. That's at the top. Hit exclamation point spawn and you'll create a character. And then you'll fight. Well, the Vulgar Unicorn says, if I type something, but I'm not actually here. I don't have a system for that, actually. Okay, I got 22 likes right here. Let's go to the Gift of the Fairy. Let's go to the Gift of the Fairy. 2 more battles to go tonight. So the fairy says, hero of the cage, you have bled for Zorn in his cruel game, and though you did not break, your gear did. Here, take this. I found it for you. It might have the blood of one less fortunate still on it, but it was all I could find. Use it well to become the hero I know you can be. Ferrarial Night Echo, 52 copper coins. Nice job. Resolute Man at Arms, the Tabletop Scholar, 19 copper coins. Nice job. Seeker of Stars from Brianna Reynolds, Old Copper, bag of copper, 12 old copper coins. Zachary Newbearer, Daniel, you got 32 copper coins. Restless Halfling Baker, 15 copper coins. That's the Tabletop Scholar. Tribal Warrior, Brianna Reynolds, an old bag of copper, 11 copper. Wide-Eyed Bodyguard, Tabletop Scholar again, 14 copper coins. The Bodyguard Protector, Brianna Reynolds, 11 copper coins. Relf the Elf of Tomocrat, 118 copper coins. Relf the Elf, 118 copper coins. An Unrefined Elf Minstrel, this is Nick V, 103 copper coins. Dwarf Small Shield, Mrs. Dave, Small Shield strapped to your arm. So if you're wondering what's going on with the coppers and the fairy, yes, I'm trying. I don't have something for you to spend coppers on right now, but I created a system that rewards everybody's play with coppers. So the better you play during the blood cage, we talked about this last time. I'll post the system. The system may be posted on zornsdungeon.com. Maybe not with absolutely everything perfectly articulated, but the system is basically posted on zornsdungeon.com. There'll be more information on that later. The better you play your character with your commands, the more coppers you will get. There's nothing for you to spend coppers on right now, but there will be. Right now, I'm just trying to give everybody some coppers. And in the past games and the past shows, before I was awarding coppers, I went back and I recalculated how many coppers you should get. And so the fairy is now redistributing some coppers that you should get. So that's what's going on right here. All right. I think it's time to play again. We have 22 likes. We have 22 likes on the stream. We need 25. We need 20. We need 3 more likes on the stream. 3 more. All right. Let's see. We got 11 people who have fought once and 1 person who have fought 0 times. Remember to say something in the chat. Remember to say something in the chat so that you know that you are here. All right. Let's go to the holding cell. I think you know the draft priority. We don't have any VIPs. I didn't see anybody who was new to the cage. So everybody who was present but not yet fought. Present is defined with have you said something within the chat in the last 35 minutes. You will fight first. There should be, yes. Banana Gun asks, is there a profanity filter for characters' names? Yes. As it turns out, some people have been able to kind of evade that with joke names. But yes, there is. I don't want to be calling out profanity with your character names. So yes, there should be. Yes. Because yes, I knew that. Yes, if I'm like, hey, name your character, and I will say whatever you name your character on the stream, that was going to be a bad way to go. There are some joke names, and that's funny, and I mean some of them are funny, and I enjoy that. But right, there is a profanity filter on the names. And by the way, Banana Gun is asking that because level 1 characters you can name yourself. You can do that by the command bang bang name space dog tag space new name here in the chat, or if you log into zornsdungeon.com, you can rename characters level 1 and above on zornsdungeon.com. Log in, and then you can name your character has to be level 1 to earn a name. Has to be level 1. You can't name level 0 characters, but you can name level 1. All right, let's draft. Not Thomas. Fairy Fricker, the barbarian. Oh, we have a barbarian, a rare barbarian in here. Not Thomas. You are in here. Not Thomas. You are in here with a rare barbarian. 1 in approximately 354 spawns across all characters. You are in. Tabletop Scholar, an untested town watchman, level 0. Charles, an indentured dwarf miner, level 0. You are in. SKD Fish, Stabbo the halfling, level 1 halfling. You are in. Vulgar Unicorn, Gnomer Simpson, level 1 gnome. Brad Henry has put Meat Shield back in. Meat Shield the Paladin is coming back in. Yes, I mean, that's pretty incredible. Brad is going back in with Meat Shield. Fell-handed number 1. I mean, look at all of these badges that he's got. He is fell-handed number 1. He is best defense number 2. He is most kills number 3. He has most damage dealt number 3. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MVP badges. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meat Shield has survived 8 different blood cages. So Brad Henry is one of our major heroes right now. Banana Gun, a solemn merchant's guard. You are in. Kyle, Norman, level 1 gnome. You are in. Sable Phoenix, forsworn antiquarian's assistant, level 0. Dave, a beleaguered acolyte, level 0. Brianna, a raw halfling farmer, level 0. Courtney, Bongaroo. Oh, Bongaroo Bay Biscuits is in. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits is a level 1 fighter, a rare fighter, and who is well-starred top 12%. Victor of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different cages. So Bongaroo Biscuits is back. We're going to be fighting here in about 20 more seconds. It's a mixed cage, very like half and half. Levels 6 level 0, 6 level 1, average level of 0.5, average total HP 66, average HP 6. Okay, Tabletop Scholar and untested town watchman. 30 30% chance of getting out. That's low. But we do have Stabbo the Halfling, 73% chance. Vulgar Unicorn, Nomer Simpson, 76. Brad has an 82% chance of getting out with Meat Shield. And Bongaroo Bay Biscuits, Rare Fighter, Well-Starred, 76. Hey, Beswick. I've been trying. I don't know if I've said hi to everybody who is new here, but hey, I just saw that. I think I see someone who has not been here before. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a new character tonight. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. I think it's time to fight. Blood Cage. If you are new here, you do not have to. Here I go again. You do not have to issue a combat command to your character. You will fight automatically with balanced offense, defense, and movement, but you can enter combat commands, and the combat commands are as follows. Bang AOA, that is all-out attack. That increases your attack power. Your shields and dodge will be useless. AOA still respects engagement lock and also zones of control of enemies, but optionally, you may add coordinates to move to that location first. E.g., like you might say, Bang AOA D4. If a monster is standing on that square, that will become you will move that location first. If you declare the square that a monster is in, that will become your target. Banana gun, I removed that from the stream right here because that's kind of become deprecated. Originally there was a zeal and greed that helped you define your character's personality. But we're not really using that right now because you have combat commands. So zeal and greed were prior to combat commands, and the combat commands are better because you have more direct control. So don't worry about zeal and greed. Those are kind of deprecated at the moment. They're not functional right now. Yes. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bestwick. Move. Bang M. Moves your character to the coordinate and persists until arrival. That command persists until arrival. Your character still gets its action as normal each turn. Bang M must include coordinates. Bang M space coordinates on the battlefield. Bang AOD, all-out defense, sacrifices movement and attacks for additional defense. Bang Hold is hold the line. Your character will not move, but they will attack monsters within range. That means if they have a melee weapon, they will attack in melee, which is basically adjacent. If they have ranged weapons or spells, they will use ranged weapons or spells. If you take no action and are later attacked, you will be treated as if you were on AOD, all-out defense. Bang Run, retreat. That improves your chances of breaking enemy's engagement lock. If the break fails, you will defend as if you were on AOD and will try to run again next turn. All coordinates to attempt, you can add coordinates, Bang Run, space, A1, to try to run to that square. Bang Fight, that returns you to fighting as default, cancels all previous orders, and returns the characters to autoplay mode. Optionally, you may add coordinates to a Bang Fight command. Bang Fight, space, D4. Your character will move to that location if the space is empty, or will attack the monster on that square until it is dead. Your character, you can send as many orders as you like to your character, but it will accept the last one that is given to it at the start of its next turn, and orders stand until you give it a new one. All right. Yes, Beeswick, you'll be in we got one more night after this one. Beswick, you will be in. All right, 12 PCs to 14 monsters, 3 white apes, though. 14 monsters, 3 white apes. Charles, an indentured dwarf miner, front line. Banana gun, a Stalin merchant's guard, front line. Tabletop scholar, untested town watchman, front line. Courtney, Bongaroo Bay biscuits, front line. Brad Henry, meat shield, second line. Look at all these fighter types. Not Henry. Fairy Fricker is second line. But Brianna Reynolds, a raw halfling farmer, second line. SKD Fish, Stabbo the halfling, second line. Kyle Norman, third line. Dave, a beleaguered acolyte, third line. Vulgar Unicorn, Nover Simpson, third line. Sable Phoenix, forsworn antiquarian's assistant, third line. 14 monsters, 3 white apes. Here's to everyone who is about to fight. Combat commands are now active. Send in combat commands as you like. They will be executed on your character's turn. Let's start the fight. Stabbo is going first. Coming up to go to Cave Imp. Stabbo puts 4 points of damage with a dagger onto Cave Imp. The Cave Imp goes down permanently. Halfling Farmer, Brianna Reynolds going fight to F1. Oh, wants to go way up high. Can do it. On the hunt, Halfling Farmer to Goblin number 1. 2 points of damage. Not quite enough to kill it. But coming up, okay, all right. Gremlin, looking at Stabbo now. Gremlin comes down to Stabbo, absorbs the impact with 1 stamina, no damage. Goblin, now, yes, coming down to Brianna's Raw Halfling Farmer. 2 points of stamina spent, no physical damage. Cave Imp. Now, Cave Imp also looking at Raw Halfling Farmer. Cave Imp evades. Nice job. Raw Halfling Farmer, Brianna, evades the Cave Imp's attack. Very nice job. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits going AOD. Bongaroo's going AOD. Let's see. Brad Meat Shield going to ME2. Meat Shield moves toward the Goblin. Nothing going right there. Goblin targets Halfling Farmer. Goblin stabs at Brianna. Raw Halfling Farmer, 2 points of damage, minor piercing wound. Cave Imp. Cave Imp comes in at Stabbo, 2 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury, minor slashing wound. White Ape looking at Raw Halfling Farmer, throws Boulder into Raw Halfling Farmer. Ratkin Mongrel now coming up. Ratkin Mongrel into Stabbo. 1 point of damage, minor piercing wound. SKD Fish takes 1. Untested Town Watchman, Tabletop Scholar. Come down and get this Cave Imp. Put this Cave Imp down in the flank, coming in with a long spear, 5 points of damage. Nice job, Tabletop Scholar. Cave Imp number 3 goes down. Nomer Simpson. Oh, thank you, Dave. Oh, Dave has put in Bronnin. Thank you, Dave. Nomer Simpson comes in on the Goblin's flank with some poison spray, 3 points of damage, moderate poison wound. So Bronnin will be in on the next fight. Thank you very much. Okay, Ratkin Mongrel moves toward Tabletop Scholar, coming all the way across from downtown. 3 points of damage, moderate piercing wound. That does put down the Untested Town Watchman. He is down but not dead. Down but not dead. Can we get him out of there? Ratkin Mongrel now also looking at Stabbo the Halfling, comes in 3 points of damage, moderate piercing wound. Do we have 25 likes? All right. Very Fricker. Wait a minute. Bang Attack is not a move, Banana Gun. Bang M. 2 points of damage to Ratkin Mongrel. Or Bang AOA. Bang AOA or Bang M or Bang Fight. Banana Gun. Bang Attack is not a command. Beleaguered Acolyte targets the White Ape. Okay. Oh, yes. The Beleaguered Acolyte has Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame goes into White Ape. 3 points of damage. Moderate radiant wound. Nice job. Forsworn Antiquarian's Assistant. This is Sable Phoenix going in AOA to C1. Trying to find a target from there. Looking at this, I believe, a Goblin. Acid Splash at the Goblin. The Goblin is etched by 4 points of damage. Moderate acid wound. Slimeling targets Raw Halfling Farmer. Goes into Brianna Reynolds. Raw Halfling Farmer on the flank. This may not be good. 2 points of damage. Minor bludgeoning wound. Raw Halfling Farmer folds on the wound and is gone. Brianna your halfling farmer is out. Indentured dwarf miner going in AOA, looking at a white ape, but it's going to get caught up by the slimeling right here. Closes the slimeling, 7 points of damage. Nice job, Charles. Your indentured dwarf miner puts down the slimeling. All right, Solemn Merchant's Guard, Banana Gun. Banana Gun going fight to F3. Targets comes in to Goblin number 2. 3 points of damage. Banana Gun, Solemn Merchant Guard puts down Goblin number 2. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is coming. We got 10 PCs to 7 monsters, but 3 of them are white apes. White ape is coming toward Banana Gun. Banana Gun's got to take some punishment here. Oh no, critical strike. Solemn Merchant Guard is slammed for 9 points of damage. A grievous bludgeoning wound. Oh my God, I am sorry, Banana Gun. That's the life of level 0 character. White ape number 1 comes up and crushes his skull. 4 arrows coming in. 4 arrows coming in from the top of the cage from the goblin archers. Fairy of Not Thomas takes 2 points of damage, minor piercing wound. Forsworn Antiquarian's Assistant Sable Phoenix, 1 point of damage, minor piercing wound. Norman Kyle, 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits catches the blow on the hip, no damage, only 1 point of stamina lost. We are now 9 PCs to 7 monsters. Norman Kyle going AOA to B5. Does he have a spell to cast? We're going to find out. No, he stops mid-charge to go to Ratkin Mongrel instead. Coming in on his flank with the staff, 6 points of damage. Well, nice job, Norman. Kyle, you put down Ratkin Mongrel. Dropped him. Nice job. White Ape. Now, White Ape moves toward an indentured dwarf miner. Probably going to throw against him. Yes. Throws a boulder against an indentured dwarf miner. 1 point of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound that drops the guard. Round 2. Initiative deck reshuffles. 9 PCs to 6 monsters. Gremlins coming into Stabbo. 2 points of damage. Pass the save. No! SKD Fish. Stabbo, the halfling, has dropped. Well starred, uncommon. I am sorry, SKD Fish. F in the chat for Stabbo, the halfling. F in the chat for Stabbo, the halfling. The gremlin with a jagged knife came in and cut him down. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. Goblins stand by the crank. White Ape. Now, White Ape targets indentured dwarf miner. White Ape number 3 comes up to Charles. Devastating strike. 12 points of damage. Oh my God. Catastrophic bludgeoning wound with his fist just crushes the indentured dwarf miner. Charles, I am sorry. Charles, you are down. Now going to Nomer Simpson. 3 points of damage. 1 turned aside. 2 taking his injury. 7 PCs to 6 monsters. We've drawn another ape. Another ape. Okay, he's going to throw this time into Vulgar Unicorn. 3 points of damage. Minor bludgeoning wound. Nomer Simpson's body is broken, but their spirit is not remaining standing. Nomer remains standing. Beleaguered Acolyte goes AOA. Beleaguered Acolyte going AOA. Looking at this white ape over here. Oh, going to be able to cast against it. Beleaguered Acolyte goes. Sacred Flame at White Ape. 5 points of damage. That's exactly what was needed. The light fades from the white ape's eyes. Nice job. Portcullis, Ratkin Gorechild. 1 Ratkin Gorechild lurches in behind the cage. Where is he going? Going down to Beleaguered Acolyte. Ratkin Gorechild comes in. Beleaguered Acolyte parries and deflects the worst, no wounds, but 1 stamina point spent. Nomer Simpson, now Ratkin Mongrel looking at Kyle. We are now 7 PCs to 6. Norman takes 3 points of damage. Can you save? Yes, Norman is holding their own viscera together and remains on their feet. Kyle, Norman is still up. You are reeling, but still up. Forsworn Antiquarian's assistant Sable Phoenix on an AOA targets the Cave Imp, puts in 4 points of damage to the Cave Imp, moderate bludgeoning wound with a staff, puts down the Cave Imp. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits goes fight. Looking at this white ape, yes, coming up. All right, Bongaroo Bay Biscuits goes to the ape with a halberd. 4 points of damage with a bludgeoning wound. White ape is knocked to the floor. Nice job. Meat Shield goes to the fight order, going to G2. Meat Shield wants the white ape. Meat Shield coming in. 5 points of damage. White ape takes 3 of 8. Or takes 5 of 8, down to 3 of 8. Fairy, not Thomas, goes AOA to G3. All right, wants to put down this gremlin. Let's just crush it. Gremlin absorbs the impact of 6 points of damage, major bludgeoning wound. Seven PCs to 4 monsters. White ape is now up, looking at Meat Shield. White ape hammers into Meat Shield, but is deflected. It is deflected. Meat Shield pivots his shield into the blow. White ape comes again and is deflected again. Meat Shield catches the strike on the boss of the shield. 0 damage and 0 stamina spent. Very nice job. Norman. All right, we're going into round 3. Norman couldn't do anything. We are round 3. Meat Shield is on the hunt for this white ape. Critical hit with a Warhammer. 11 points of damage. Catastrophic piercing wound. Puts the spiky end of the Warhammer through the white ape's skull. Nice job, Meat Shield. 7 PCs to 3 monsters. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits goes into white ape's flank. White ape takes 5 points of damage, major bludgeoning wound. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits drops white ape number 2. Meat Shield is ridiculous. Meat Shield has been utterly ridiculous. Ratkin in a good way. Ratkin Gorechild goes into Beleaguered Acolyte. Moderate slashing wound still up. Let's put this down. 7 PCs to 2 monsters. Oh, Ratkin Mongrel gets to go against Norman. Oh, 2 points of damage. Oh, and that drops Norman. Oh my God, level 1 no. Norman, Stardust and Uncommon has fallen F in the chat. I am sorry, Kyle. Norman has fallen. Nomer Simpson goes into now it's not Thomas. Fairy, not Thomas, goes into Ratkin Mongrel. 4 points of damage. Fairy puts down Ratkin Mongrel. Not Thomas may get out of this with another the Barbarian. Well-handed. Fairy, not Thomas. Nice job. We got 1 PC left. Forsworn Aquarian's assistant Sable Phoenix coming over to target Ratkin Gorechild. Coming into the Ratkin Gorechild's rear, Forsworn Antiquarian's assistant strikes from behind. Ratkin Gorechild takes 4 points of damage, moderate bludgeoning wound. Oh, come on. Let's put him down. Beleaguered Acolyte. Dave, finish this guy who has been on top of you. Locked in melee with the Ratkin Gorechild. Put him down. Beleaguered Acolyte comes in on the flank. 5 points of damage. Beleaguered Acolyte puts down Ratkin Gorechild. Nice job. Five souls walk out alive. 2 are hauled out unconscious. Nice job. Nice job. 5 walk out alive. 2 are hauled out unconscious. That seemed to be done very well. 9 XP each. 7 survivors share the spoils. Those who fell get 4 XP. Okay. All right. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits, 45 coppers. Beleaguered Acolyte, 36 coppers. Forsworn Antiquarian's Assistant, 23 coppers. Fairy Fricker, 22 coppers. Meat Shield, 20 coppers. 146 coppers thrown into the cage from your adoring fans to all of your characters in that particular cage. Let's go to the winch room. Hauling everyone up from the winch. Everybody gets a blood drop who survived. Let's see. Fairy Fricker. This is not Thomas. 1 HP returned from the goblins. Nomer Simpson. 1 HP. Okay, from the goblins. Oh, and that's it. Do we have people to promote? Let's see. The Beleaguered Acolyte. Cleric, level 1. Fairy's Blessing. Your wounds washed away. Nice job. Fighter, level 1. Fairy's Blessing, wounds wash away. Forsworn Antiquarian's Assistant, Stable Phoenix, Mage, level 1. You made it. Magic Missile, we still gotta get level 1. I wish I had just a month to sit and do nothing but work on this game. Sword dismissed. Everybody's dismissed. All right. I see 24 out of 25 likes. Can we get another like? Is there anybody who has not liked this stream yet? Because if we get 25 likes, then we will get the Blessing of the Fairy. Oh, Courtney just went in for a super chat. Thank you very much, Courtney. $2. Thank you very much. Courtney, were you trying to PN? Were you trying to VIP a character? I think you were. I think you were trying to VIP Dorley. I think that's what Courtney was trying to do. We need one more like. Let me go and grab some more water. We got one more fight tonight. Can we get one more person to like the stream that when I come back, we will get the Blessing of the Fairy? Let me get some water. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. Oh, I see it. Yes. Okay. People are saying I see it, and I do too now. I do too. I see 25 up here on my side. People are saying 26. By the time YouTube kicks it to me, they've verified it's not like a bot or whatever else or whatever else. I'm so glad that I got that, so I don't have to look at the come up and have the music be all terrible when I have to check the actual YouTube stream. I can get that right up here. I see 25 of 25. Let's go, Blessing of the Fairy. Let's go, Blessing of the Fairy. Thank you, everyone who liked it. The fairy gives the blessing to everyone in the tavern. That means if you're seeing people who are in the tavern who have their name in blue, but then also this right here, the sparkle right here, that means that you have the blessing of the fairy. That is +1 temporary hit point, which, as you can tell, we need every single hit point we can possibly get for the next 24 hours. That hit point lasts for 24 hours or until you go into a cage. Like if you go and fight in the blood cage right now, you will use your temporary hit point when you are attacked. But if you don't go into the blood cage, well, it lasts for 24 hours. So that means tomorrow night when we are playing, which we will be playing tomorrow night, when we start the beginning, there will be some leftover blessing of the fairy for everybody. All right. Is there anything else I need to deal with? Let's see, VIPs. Oh, we have lots of VIPs here. Oh, we have Beswick, VIP, a Sore Elf Minstrel, Mrs. Dave, Hamburglar, Dave Bronnan, Pokestick Dan, Banana Gun, Not Thomas Fairy Fricker, the Vulgar Unicorn, Barriston the Bold, Courtney, Dorley Borskets. How many VIP? That's 7 VIPs that have come in. That is amazing. And then we have people who fought one time, Swanzo, Daniel, Tabletop Scholar. Okay, all right. So mainly we're going with a bunch of VIPs, which is fantastic. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the draft. So the VIPs, people who are VIPs will go in. Then anybody who's new to the cage, then anybody who's present and not yet fought. And presence is defined by saying something in the chat within the last 35 minutes. I've got a bot in the chat that reads what people are saying, and if there's somebody who puts something in, then it says, "Hey, that person's YouTube handle is here," but you fall off every 35 minutes. So present means that you have said something in the chat for in the last 35 minutes. Then after that, everybody was present, but who has fought before. Those who have fought fewer times will draft before those who have fought more times, and so forth. Let's draft. All right, here we go. So, Beswick, Grim Elf Lore Master's Apprentice, level 0, you are in. Mrs. Dave, Hamburglar, the Thief, you are in. Dave, Bronin, level 1 Barbarian, a rare character, you are in. Not Thomas, Fairy Fricker, level 1 Barbarian, also a rare character. We got 2 Barbarians in this fight. Excuse me. Barbarian, both of them have 9 HP. Bronin has 9. Fairy Fricker has 9. Then Courtney, Dorley Borskets is coming in, and we will fight in about 1 minute and 54 seconds. If you want to buff a character with a super chat, now is your time. Courtney, Dorley Bay Borskets, who is a one-time MVP. Those are rare. August 18th plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different veteran of 8 times in the cage. The Vulgar Unicorn, Barriston the Bold, MVP, 1 time in the cage. Banana Gun, Pokestick Dan, Daniel, Leaf the Forsworn, level 1 fighter. Swanzo, a Ragged Merchant's Guard. The Tabletop Scholar, a Restless Porter. Sable Phoenix, a Reluctant Smuggler. Oh, Not Thomas has gone in to buff Fairy Fricker, the Barbarian, for an additional 2 temporary hit points. Thank you very much, Not Thomas. Yeah, that was Not Thomas. Thank you very much. Sable Phoenix, a Reluctant Smuggler, level 0. Charles, a Forsworn Squire, level 0. So that means, okay, we have 12 people in this party, as is normal. We have 5 level 0 characters. We have 7 level 1 characters. It means we have an average level of 0.6. We have a total HP of 66, not 66, average HP 6. Okay, so Mrs. Dave Hamburglar has a 30% chance of making it out. Poor odds. Dave Bronin, 95. Not bad. Not bad at all, Bronin. 95% chance. We've got lots of green right here. Not Thomas Ferry Fricker, 71% chance. Courtney Dorley Borskets, 93% chance. Vulgar Unicorn Barriston the Bold, 80% chance. Daniel Leaf the Forsworn, 87. Swanzo, 75. Charles Forsworn Squire, 92. Okay, so we've got this I don't want to jinx it, so I won't say anything. I won't say anything. But there are a lot of heroes in here. 95% it might be. 95% chance might be the highest that you get. It might be like rounded. Well, no, it's not rounded to 5% intervals because I see 71. Let's see. All right, combat commands. I'm going to run over this very quick. There may be some new people. You do not have to issue commands to your character. Your character will auto fight, balanced offense, defense, and movement. But you can attack. You can issue commands like Bang AOA, which is all-out attack, increasing your attack power, shields, but your shields and dodge will be useless. Your AOA will still respect engagement lock as well as zones of control for unengaged enemies. You can add coordinates to move to that location first. If a monster is standing on that square, that monster will be your target. For instance, if you say bang AOA D4, you will move to that D4. If a monster is in D4, you will attack that. Okay, bang M, move your character to the coordinates and persist until arrival. Your character still gets its action as normal each turn. Bang M requires coordinates because it's a move command. So obviously it does. You tell it where you want to move. Bang AOD, all-out defense, sacrifice movement and attacks for additional defense. Bang hold the line. Your character will not move but will attack monsters within range. If you have spells or you have missile weapons, range is that. If it's a melee weapon, it's adjacent. If you do not take an action, and your character is later attacked, you will be treated as if you are on an AOD defense. Bang run improves the chances of breaking an enemy's engagement lock so you can get the hell out of there. But if the break fails, you will defend as if you are on AOD and will try to run again next turn. Optionally, add coordinates to attempt to retreat toward that square. So, for instance, bang run space A1. Bang fight returns you to fighting as default. That cancels all previous orders and returns the character to autoplay mode. Optionally, you may add coordinates. And when you do, your character will move to that location if the square is empty, or will attack the monster on that square until it is dead. For instance, bang fight D4. Send as many orders as you want as the situation changes. Your character will only accept the last order given and will execute it at the start of its next turn. Orders stand until you give a new one. Let's open the cage. Last fight of the night. All right, first line, Vulgar Unicorn, Barriston the Bold. You're on the front line. Banana Gun, Pokey Stick Dan, front line. Dave Bronin, front line. Charles, Forsworn Squire, front line. Courtney, Dorley Borsket, second line. Swanzo, Ragged Merchant's Guard, second line. Daniel, Leaf the Forsworn, second line. Lots of fighter types. Not Thomas, Ferry Fricker, second line. That's 2 full lines of fighter types. Mrs. Dave, Hamburglar, third line. Beswick, Grim Elf Lore Master's Apprentice, third line. Sable Phoenix, a Reluctant Smuggler, third line. Tabletop Scholar, a Restless Porter, third line. We are fighting 17 monsters, but only 2 white apes. Not three. All right, let's start the fight. Here we go, everybody. Kobold Crawler. Man, we haven't seen too many Kobold Crawlers. Kobold Crawler moves toward Pokey Stick Dan. Going to throw at Pokey Stick Dan. Throws a dart at Dan. Unhurt, 1 stamina spent only. Bronan like Conan. Oh, like Conan. Bronan. Oh, Bronan. Like Conan. Bronan. Oh, yeah, I got you. Bronan. Barristan the Bold. The guy, Barristan the Bold goes into a, what was that? I don't know what that was. Cut him open. Restless Porter comes into Cave Imp. 2 points of damage to the Cave Imp. Minor bludgeoning wound. Restless Porter puts down Cave Imp number 2. Ratkin targets Barristan the Bold. Ratkin comes up to Barristan, drives forward, no wound, but only 1 stamina point lost. Charles, you might have had 2 exclamation points in front of that AOA. Let's see. Restless Porter takes 3 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. Gremlin now targets Barristan the Bold. Gremlin comes up, 2 points of damage, minor slashing wound. White Ape targets Restless Porter. White Ape throws into Restless Porter, tabletop scholar, evaded. Not there, not even there when that boulder comes down. Nice job. Reluctant Smuggler. This is Sable Phoenix going a fight order to F5, coming up toward the Gremlin into the Gremlin's flank. Gremlin takes 4 points of damage. Sable Phoenix. Light fades from the Gremlin's eyes. 12 PCs to now 14 monsters. This is Charles, Forsworn Squire, going in AOA order, looking up here at Goblin. So comes up to the AOA on the Goblin, rocked by 5 points of damage, major piercing wound. Forsworn Squire with an arming sword puts down Goblin 2. Pokey Stick Dan, M to E2, goes into Gremlin. Pokey Stick Dan comes in for a thrust of 8 points of damage with a long spear to Gremlin number 1. Gremlin expires on the cold stone. Hamburglar, and this is Dave looking at White Ape with a short bow. Shoot this really large White Ape. 1 point of piercing damage, minor piercing wound. Hamburglar attacks the White Ape. Cave Imp wants to get some Forsworn Squire, comes in with the Talons, 1 stamina point burned only, no physical damage. Goblin Runt targets Forsworn Squire. Goblin Runt comes up to Forsworn Squire. Critical hit. Oh no! 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Charles, your Forsworn Squire is down to 1 of 5. Whoa, that is rough. Okay, Ragged Merchant's Guard goes into Cave Imp number 1 in the flank. Cave Imp is punctured for 2 points of damage, minor piercing wound. Fairy of Not Thomas goes fight. All right, let's go. Let's go with the Barbarian coming down into Goblin Runt number 2. Only 1 point of damage with Not Thomas's club. Uh-oh. Now Not Thomas is exposed. Leaf the Forsworn, come up, please get involved. Leaf the Forsworn looking at where is he going to go. We need to help out the Barbarian. Oh, he's not going inside where he's going to be so exposed. Slimeling targets Forsworn Squire, coming into Charles' flank. Bludgeon for 3 points of damage, moderate bludgeoning wound. That puts down Charles, the Forsworn Squire. 11 PCs to 11 monsters now. Kobold Crawler wants Fairy, throws at Fairy. Fairy absorbs one temporary hit point gone only. Slimeling targets Ragged Merchant's Guard. Into the Blessing, 1 temporary hit point lost and nothing else. 11 PCs to 11 monsters. Okay, Goblin Runt. Now Goblin Runt is coming into Fairy. 4 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. Come on. All right. Bronan. Bronan goes fight. Okay, Bronan. Let's put something down, Bronan. 2 points of damage into Goblin Runt. Okay, we will take it. Not Bronan. That's like Bronan is like the late night comedian version. That's Bronan. Now we're talking about Bronan. I got it now. Okay. Dorley Borskits targets Goblin Runt. Come on, Dorley. We need some help here. No, she's not going to go in to where she's going to have to take so many points of damage. I don't blame her. Grim Beswick goes into White Ape. White Ape takes 2 points of damage, a minor cold wound. Yeah, Bronan, not Bronan. Right. Slimeling goes into Pokestick Dan. Goes in 1 temporary hit point spent only. Slimeling coming into Fairy, not Thomas. 2 points of damage with the pseudopods slapping at him. White Ape targets Bronan. Bronan will take 3 temporary hit points of damage. We got 11 PCs up. It's now round 2. Barristan the Bold, is taking damage from the Ratkin Mongrel. 2 points of damage. Zorn readies the archers. Kobold Crawler fires at Bronan. Kobold Crawler, 1 point of damage, minor piercing wound to Bronan. We got quite a nice battle line going here. Dorley. Now, Dorley, it's time to get in battle. Dorley gets into action now. Dorley comes into Goblin Runt. Dorley puts 3 points of damage on Goblin Runt. Nice job. Dorley puts 3 points of damage on Goblin Runt and drops it. Grim Elf Loremaster Beswick fires at the White Ape. White Ape is numbed by 2 points of damage, minor cold wound. Okay, trying to put damage on the White Apes from the rear. Reluctant Smuggler, this is Sable Phoenix, moves to I4, looking at I4, attacking I4 at Slimeling, coming in with a short sword, 4 points of damage, moderate slashing wound, opens up that Slimeling, ooze goes everywhere. Oh, Arrowstorm. We are just the Arrowstorm, but there's an Arrowstorm. 5 arrows come from atop the blood cage from Zorn's archers. Dorley is going to take some damage. 2 damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury. Hamburglar, Mrs. Dave. Hamburglar twists with the strike, 1 stamina spent, no wounds. Grim Elf Loremaster's apprentice, Beswick. Unhurt, 1 temporary HP spent only. Pokestick Dan Banana Gun, 4 points of damage. Oh my God, moderate piercing wound. Pokestick Dan has 1 left. Sable Phoenix, 1 stamina point spent, no wound. White Ape comes into Dorley, only puts 1 point of damage on Dorley, then turns into Fairy, only 2 points of damage, minor bludgeoning wound. That could have been worse. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. Goblins stand by the crank. Fairy Fricker, not Thomas, making a last stand here against the Slimeling. Okay, nice job. 6 points of damage, major bludgeoning wound. Fairy put down the Slimeling. Nice job. Okay, Hamburglar looking at this white ape. Yes, he's got a short bow, is going to throw or shoot at white ape number 2. 2 points of damage. White ape only has 1 point left. We needed a little more, but okay, we needed a little more. Leaf the Forsworn. Looking at the Slimeling right here coming up into the Slimeling. He's stepping up into the battle line. 3 points of damage. Leaf the Forsworn. Daniel puts down Kobold Crawler number 2. 11 PCs to 6 monsters. Bronan going AOA. Bronan's going AOA. He's not going to be able to get to the white ape, though. We have to go to the Slimeling that's right there. Bronan of Dave goes 11 points of damage, 2 piercing resisted. Man, just with the short spear, puts down Slimeling number 3. Portcullis, Ratkin Abomination with 2 Ratkin Gore children lurch in behind the line. We are 11 PCs to 8 monsters now. Ratkin Abomination looking at Beswick. Oh, 8 points of damage and tremendous wound. I am sorry, Beswick. That's the life of a level 0 character. The Grim Elf Lore Master's Apprentice has been dropped. Ratkin Gorechild comes into Hamburglar. 3 points of damage. 1 turned aside, 2 taking his injury. Oh, the Hamburglar, level 1, Mrs. Dave has dropped. Hamburglar, Mrs. Dave, ill-starred and uncommon, has perished from a 2-point minor slashing wound. I mean, only had 2 HP to begin with. And has perished. We now have monsters behind our lines. 9 PCs to 8 monsters. They are now behind our lines. Ratkin Gorechild coming into Bronan's rear. Bronan never sees it coming. Only takes 1 point of damage. A minor slashing wound. Bronan is now angry. You got to lay down the hurt. Lay down the hurt. Bronan, white ape looking at Leaf. 9 PCs to 8 monsters. White ape looking at Leaf. 2 points of damage. 1 turned aside. 1 taking his injury. White ape comes again. The Leaf targets or pivots his shield into the blow. 1 point of durability remaining. 1 point of durability taken. Barristan the Bold goes AOA. Probably engaged with this Ratkin guy beside him. I believe so. Yes, he is locked in melee with the Ratkin mongrel. He goes AOA. 5 points of damage. Barristan the Bold slays the Ratkin mongrel. He is in AOA. He's in melee with. Ragged Merchant's Guard, Swanzo, looking at Slimeling right here. Come on, put him down. 2 resisted. Oh, no injury. Oh, with a short spear, no help. No help there. Slimeling now looking at, well, to return to Swanzo. Slimeling comes in with his pseudopods. 1 point of damage, minor bludgeoning wound. Tabletop Scholar goes an AOA. Looking for an AOA. Where is he going? Let's find out. Wants to go to White Ape. No, he can. Restless Porter goes to White Ape on the White Ape's flank. 6 points of damage, a major bludgeoning wound. Nice job, Tabletop Scholar. Didn't put him down, but major injury right there. Pokestick Dan going to White Ape, making a last stand, going to White Ape number 2, coming in on his flank. 6 points of damage, a major piercing wound. Kobold Crawler looking at Pokestick Dan. Please evade, Dan. No. Takes 1 point of damage. Minor piercing wound. Drives deep. Pokestick Dan. Banana Gun. I am sorry. F in the chat. Pokestick Dan. Level 1 fighter. Banana Gun has fallen. I am sorry, Banana Gun. Bang Spawn again. Create a new character. I am sorry. Pokestick Dan fell, but that was very gallant. That was definitely heroic. It absolutely was. Round 3, the initiative deck reshuffles. Sable Phoenix is up first on an AOA order, looking at D4. Looking at the Ratkin Gorechild, comes in with a short sword, 7 points of damage, tremendous piercing wound. Reluctant Smuggler of Sable Phoenix puts down Ratkin Gorechild. Fell-handed. Nice job, Sable. 8 PCs to 5 monsters. Dorley Borskets looking at this white ape. Put him down, Dorley. 2 points of damage. That is all that is required. Dorley Borskets puts down white ape number 1. Nice job. Barristan the Bold, Vulgar Unicorn. Targets Kobold Crawler. Barristan the Bold comes into Kobold Crawler, 7 points of damage, tremendous piercing wound. Barristan the Bold, nice job with a halberd, goes fell-handed, the piercing end of the halberd. Nice job. Ronan, Dave, where are you going? Oh, going into Slimeling number 4 with a short spear. 11 points of damage. 2 resisted, 9 taking his injury. You splatter that Slimeling. Nice job, Ronan, and you go fell-handed. Nice job. 8 PCs to 2 monsters. Not Thomas is going AOA. Not Thomas is looking for an AOA. Let's find out. Not Thomas. Can he get there? Yes. No, not Thomas. Fairy is going into Ratkin Gorechild. 10 points of damage. Grievous bludgeoning wound. Slays Ratkin Gorechild. Nice job, Fairy, if not Thomas. Very nicely done. Ratkin Abomination targets Fairy Flicker. Now, Ratkin Abomination. Oh, no. Oh, no. 3 points of damage. Please save. Oh! Oh! Oh, no. F in the chat. F in the chat. F for the fallen. Fairy, level 1 barbarian of not Thomas. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We just lost a barbarian. I am so sorry. F in the chat. Ratkin Abomination comes up to Sable Phoenix, puts 3 points of damage on Sable. Sable is down but not dead. Six PCs to 1 monsters. Restless Porter, Tabletop Scholar. Looking at the Ratkin Abomination, puts 5 points of damage on him. Very respectable. Very respectable. We need another hero. Now, okay, Swanzo. This is Swanzo moving up to Ratkin Abomination. Ratkin Abomination takes 3 points of damage. Moderate piercing wound. Oh, Ratkin Abomination is still up. Who can still do it? Daniel. Daniel, please put him down. Daniel's going a fight order, going light Leaf the Forsworn, coming into Ratkin Abomination. Please, critical hit. That's what we needed. 10 points of damage, a grievous piercing wound. Leaf the Forsworn has put down the Ratkin Abomination. That got hairy at the end. Man, that got hairy, and we lost a barbarian. I am sorry. 6 souls walked out alive. 1 is hauled out unconscious. Still a perfectly respectable victory for the heroes. 17 XP each. 7 survivors share the spoils. 5 fell, 8 XP each. All right, crowd throws coppers to their favorites. Leaf, 80 coppers. Daniel, 80 coppers. Bronan, 44 coppers. Barristan the Bold, 36. Dorley Borskets, 36. A Restless Porter, 30. Ragged Merchant's Guard, 26. 254 coppers in total thrown to everybody. We're going to look at this, and then we're going to look at the leaderboard tonight. We're going to do the winch room, haul everybody up, and then we will look at the leaderboard to see how we stand tonight. Let's see. Turn the winch. Here we go. Everybody who survived gets a blood drop. Look at Courtney over here. Dorley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dorley has nine. Dorley has 9 blood drops. No, has 9 blood drops. Look at that. That is incredible. Barristan Bronan is still alive. Let's deploy the Goblin Medics. Barristan, little bit of help, little bit of help. Bronan, Dave. Oh, no help there. Leaf the Forsworn, little bit of help, little bit of help. Dorley also gets some help. She'll be back in action. Oh, a little more help. Dorley is back in action. Nice job. Okay. Promotions. Ragged Merchant's Guard Swanzo, level 1 fighter. You have a level 1 fighter now when your wounds are washed away. Tabletop Scholar, level 1 cleric, Restless Porter. Your wounds are washed away. Reluctant Smuggler, Sable Phoenix, level 1 thief. And your wounds are washed away. Nice work. You were badly injured. But the only free healing you get in this game is when you go from level 0 to level 1. When you go from level 0 to level 1, you get fully healed. If you are new here. All right, the infirmary. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see how we go. We got 23 patients in recovery. Stiffy is still out for 18 days. Bucklefist, 26. Moses Lack, 22. We have some characters who have a lot, but we also have some characters who will be back in just a few days as well. 1 day, 2 days. So it is a variety. Remember, in this game, we do not track total. Well, we do track total hit points lost, but what's more important is hit points lost in any particular wound. If you got to take like 8 hit points of damage, would you rather take a single hit point of 8 points of damage, or would you rather take 8 hits of 1 point of damage? In this game, you want to take 8 hits of 1 point of damage. That's not something Dungeons & Dragons does for you. Dungeons & Dragons does not distinguish. We do that here. Single hits that are extremely damaging, those can put you out of the game for a long time. So you do not want to take massive hits of damage. We go by the wound here. Let's go to the leaderboard. Okay, here we go to the leaderboard. Right before we get here, last thing. Let's see if anything changed. Most kills. Sir Reginald Ironside still has the most kills, but Meat Shield, our Brad Henry, who is like, what a hero right here. He got 5 kills tonight. He moves up 2 slots to number 3 because he has 26 total kills. Meat Shield is being a beast right here. Dorley Borskitz got 2 kills tonight, moves up 1 slot to number 8 because she has 17 kills. Cedric Blackhand of Sable Phoenix moved up 2 slots, or got 2 kills tonight, moved up 1 slot, 16 kills at number 10. Ben the Builder shows up on the top 25 for the first time ever with 12 kills. This is Courtney, now at slot number 15. Bongaroo Bay Biscuit shows up on the top 25 for most kills. 10 kills. So as it tied at number 21, there are 2 more tied at slot number 21. All right, Cage MVPs. Meat Shield has 5 MVPs. Brad Henry, 5 MVPs for Meat Shield. You got +1 tonight. You are now the most crowned, most valuable player, Meat Shield, at 5 MVPs. That is incredible. MVPs are rare. You can see that we got, like, who is going right here? We got Meat Shield's got 5. Chosen One has 3. Ariste had 2, but has perished. Chosen One perished. Ariste perished. Boars perished, had 2. I mean, that's freaking incredible. Meat Shield has 5 MVPs. Meat Shield has 5 MVPs. Meat Shield is a hero. Whoa. And then lots of people have 1. I mean, so do not underestimate having an MVP. Boss Slayer. The bosses, when we're talking about that, are the white apes and anything that comes in through the portcullis. Cedric Blackhand has killed 7 major monsters, 7 bosses. 1 more tonight, moving up to number 2. Dorley has killed 1 tonight, moving up 2 slots, killed 6 total at number 4. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits killed 1 tonight, moved up 4 slots, tied at number 7 with 5 kills. Meat Shield of Brad Henry shows up on the top 25 for 5 times, with 5 kills, rather. Ben the Builder shows up on the top 25 for the first time with 4 kills, tied at number 13. Let's see. And you got to get at least 3 kills. Damage Dealer. This is total HP dealt across all matches. Total HP dealt. Sir Reginald Ironside still has it with 220, although perished. The Chosen One, 211, perished. Meat Shield, though, moving right up. Meat Shield did 31 points of damage tonight, moved up 2 slots to slot number 3, 177 points of damage. Cedric Blackhand did 14 points of damage tonight, moved up 3 slots to number 6 for 132 points of damage career-wide. Dorley Borskets, now at number 13, did 5 points of damage. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits, 9 points of damage at 90 now at number 14, tied at number 14 in the top 25. Ben the Builder showing up for the first time. That's Courtney, 76 points of damage total, not into face also, although perished, has done 69 points of damage. Most bruised. Bloodiest survivors. Well, it's not necessarily survivors. It could be people who have died. Lloyd had 28 points of damage. He is on the most injured. Ben the Builder and Dorley both have taken 23 points of damage, and they are still alive. Biggest hit, I think, was it 12 was the largest hit that we saw tonight? So nobody made it into the top 25 for the single largest hit tonight. Most XP. Okay, Dorley got 17 XP, moved up 10 slots to number 8 with 95 XP. Meat Shield has 90 XP and is tied at number 13. Cedric Blackhand got 12 XP, sitting at 81 hit points. Wealthiest. Okay, Dorley Borskets. Dorley Borskets has taken number 1. Dorley Borskets got an additional 36 coppers. She has 344. I'm going to get you some stuff to spend that on. Dorley Borskets is our richest character right now at 344 copper coins. Cedric Blackhand right behind her at plus 53 tonight for 313. Meat Shield is number 3, got 54 coins tonight at 293 copper coins. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits moved 1 slot up after getting 45 coins tonight for 237 coins. Fanbiz the Unfabulous, though fallen, is at number 5 with 197. Ben the Builder got 93 coins tonight, moved up 19 slots for 173 coins. So lots of change. Oh, and Ralph the Elf of Tomocrat is in the top 25 for the first time, ranked at number 18 for the richest with 124 coins, copper coins. The Unrefined Elf Minstrel of Nick V has 108 copper coins, showing up for the first time. And then Bronan has 85. Nice job. Oh, did Dorley have that last time? She might have taken it last time, but she got even more coins tonight. Most blood drops. Boars and Sir Reginald Ironsides still tied at number 1, but they have perished. Dorley Borskets got another blood drop tonight for 9, is now sitting at number 3. That is huge. Meat Shield has 9, also tied for number 3. Bongaroo Bay Biscuits has 8 blood drops, moved up to number 7. Nice job. Cedric Blackhand, 8 blood drops. Moses Lax, I believe, staying at 8. Ben the Builder has 7 blood drops, tied at number 12. Tied at number 12. You need at least 6 blood drops if you want to show up on the top 25. Best defense, Meat Shield. Yeah, we were expecting that. Meat Shield had 6 perfect defenses tonight, moves up to number 2 as far as our best defense goes. 24 perfect defenses Meat Shield has. Number 2 in that as far as that goes. Anybody else? Oh yeah, Sir Marius, Man-at-Arms, who has unfortunately fallen, shows up with 7. Fell-handed, Meat Shield. Meat Shield is the character who has been fell-handed the most times. Meat Shield has 6 fell-handed. So Meat Shield, Brad Henry, you have been fell-handed 6 times. You are now number 1 in fell-handed, and your longest run is 4 kills in a row. Let's see, Bronan has been fell-handed 3 times, now at number 6, tied at number 6. Barristan the Bold has been fell-handed twice. That's the Vulgar Unicorn, so now tied at number 12. Lots of people tied at number 12. Lots of people have been fell-handed twice. Show wrap-up. All right. 71 kills tonight. 12 characters fell. No new champions. Wait a minute. There were really no new champions? I thought there were. 470 damage dealt to the Fallen. Okay. The Fallen. Get your drink ready. Not into face. Fairy Fricker. Lloyd. Bernie Beardface. Sir Marius Man-at-Arms. Norman. Swanzo. Hamburglar. Kurupira. A Forsworn Bandit. An Awkward Halfling Farmer. A Raw Halfling Farmer. Perish tonight. Here is to you. F in the chat to pay respects. F. That's F for the Fallen. F for the Fallen. One final time. They perish tonight. Warriors of the Night, Ben the Builder got 6 kills. Fairy Fricker got 5. Meat Shield got 5. Wreck-It Ralph got 3. Stabbo the Halfling got 3. Most damage tonight, Ben the Builder of Courtney did 32 points of damage tonight in total. That's huge. Meat Shield Brad Henry did 31 points of damage right behind her. Fairy Fricker Not Thomas did 29 points of damage. The Unbroken Not Thomas 23 points of damage. Pokey Stick Dan 22 points of damage. Ignore this section right now. The blow of the night was the Unbroken of Not Thomas, who did 12 points of damage on a critical hit to Goblin number 5 with an arming sword. 12 points of damage. That was the blow of the night. Okay. Thank you all very much for playing with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to make it on Mondays. If I can change that, I will. If I can change that, I will. But for the foreseeable future, we're going to be playing Tuesday through Friday for the next few weeks. As soon as I can change that, I will, because I want to play every night. But at the moment, I assume we're playing Tuesday through Friday. I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Please go forth, be creative, and be constructive. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow night.